All right, so let's talk all matters Prosecutions Authority and Eskom. We are crossing now to political analyst Professor Dirk Kotze in our studio in Pretoria. Thank you for being with us, Professor. Firstly, we're hearing that President Cyril Ramaphosa has withdrawn the appeal against the prosecution's boss leaving office. So is that the clearest signal we have, that he wants Shaun Abrahams to vacate, but of course Shaun Abrahams will still be fighting for his job?
Yes, indeed so. I think what President Ramaphosa has in mind, that when the decision about the future of President or former President Zuma is made, that it's not done by Shaun Abrahams. And the clear reason for that is that, first of all, there is the court judgments to say that he should vacate his seat. Secondly, it is about credibility. And the decision must be above board in all respects, that there is no indication or no suspicion that there was some political factors involved in it, or that the person took a decision under political pressure. So the decision must be taken by a national director of public prosecutions who is not regarded as having any baggage or any political problems before the decision is actually made public or announced that.
This is all quite confusing, I think, for South Africans. Shaun Abrahams facing potentially leaving his post, but he is the man who today was given representations by the prosecution's team around whether or not to go ahead with the prosecution against former President Jacob Zuma. How final will his decision be? I mean, can he make this decision, then leave somebody else come in and overturn the decision?
Well, it will be very difficult for someone to overturn the decision once it has been taken. I think in order to avoid that type of embarrassment, there will be some discussions, I'm quite sure about it, about the timing of it. And I think the clear message, given the fact that President Ramaphosa now withdrew the court application, is a clear indication that he wants first to appoint a new National Director of Public Prosecutions before this decision is made public.
So Abrahams himself then not protecting the former president, that is the perception that he has had to deal with for a very long time.
Yes, and I think the fact that he inherited this situation, I mean, it goes back to 2002, really, when Bulelani Ngcuka said that there is a prima facie case against President Zuma, or then not yet President Zuma, but Jacob Zuma, but he didn't want to prosecute him. Then President Zuma's charges were given to him just after the Polokwane conference in 2007, and then they were withdrawn just before the national election in 2009. So it has a very long history. And since 2009 and now with the court judgment to set aside that decision by the then National Director, Mokoteti, that has been inherited by Shaun Abrahams. So it is not really a product of his decision-making where he is at the moment. He, as I said, inherited this decision. And it is for him now to take it as far as possible. But as I said just now, I don't think he's going to take the final decision, given the fact that it must be seen as really above board, above politics, and a very credible decision.
We don't know, as far as I know, what is in the former president's representations. But can you think of anything that he could argue, since he does no longer has the argument about political timing, etc., that he could say to scupper those charges being pursued against him?
Well, I think what he can try to argue is that both the decision of the former national directors, two of them now, have been, and especially that of Bulelani Ngcuka, was that there is a prima facie case, but that he didn't want to pursue the matter. So it is, in the end, it is about questions of the reliability of evidence also. And then, as we know, it is almost 20 years past the point of when these incidents happened, or the alleged incidents happened. So to a large extent, I think it has become a problem of delaying justice And then President Zuma will possibly argue that he won't have a fair trial anymore because he has been tried in public already by so many times. So I guess he wants to argue about whether a trial like this will be a fair one. But we don't know. The DA applied for in court in order to receive this document, this presentation by President Zuma, and we will see whether they will ultimately receive it before the decision is made.
All right, thank you very much, political analyst, Professor Dirk Kotze.